Hello, thank you for hanging in there till the bitter end. My name is Heather Hiles, and I'm the CEO and founder of a company called Pathbrite, which is a learning technology. Our mission is to optimize learner success. I personally have spent 25 years of my career working in education and workforce development. I've worked in the K-12 market as well as in the higher ed and adult market. In the 90s, I helped work with employers to train people formerly on welfare for jobs, place 10,000 women from welfare into living wage careers. And I just learned about an old technology that's been in higher ed for over a decade called e-portfolios. And studies have proven out of Stanford and Harvard that students who use e-portfolios personally for a semester or more improve their metacognition, their critical thinking skills, their program completion rates, and their job placement rates. So I decided to take today's modern technology to really make an experience that would work for today's learners so that they could be mobile in not only accumulating and holding on to what they learned, but also in showcasing it to prospective employers, to supervisors, to admissions officers. The real problem we're solving is that today people are not properly assessed for how they can apply their knowledge through GPAs and transcripts and resumes, and even LinkedIn is just a one-dimensional online expression of where you've worked, but it really doesn't showcase what you can do and how you do it. And so with Pathbrite, every single person who logs into Pathbrite gets their own private account. They can hold on to all the evidence of what they've achieved, and then they can showcase portfolios as they see fit. Sending them out one-to-one or sharing with their whole social graph on LinkedIn or on Facebook or tweeting out the portfolios. And they can curate and assemble the portfolios with electronic secure transcripts, with badges of evidence of what they've achieved, any kind of digital evidence of what they've done, video clips of them giving talks, etc. And what happens is they get to have this library that is accessible to them via the cloud throughout high school, college, and throughout the rest of their entire lifetimes. And meanwhile, they can curate and tailor different portfolios for different audiences. They get to hold on to their content this way. So this is a screenshot of one of my personal account. You'll see that I have a lot of different portfolios. I have 40 different portfolios. Some are just for my eyes only, like my vision board, and others are for are searchable, and my public professional portfolio everybody can see. This is part of my professional portfolio, and like I said, it includes badges that people have made for me, photos of my team, article connections to web links of articles written about Pathbrite in the Wall Street Journal, Fast Company magazine, etc., plus white papers I've written about data liberation and who owns their own content. What we do is we facilitate by meeting students, frankly, through colleges and universities, but facilitating their showcasing their talents proactively to employers. We provide a variety of different offerings that support a lot of needs for colleges and universities, but really the underlying problem we're solving for an institution is we're helping them improve the retention and graduation rates of their students. They get to market, showcase the return on the investment that the student gets by attending their institution. All along the way, students and learners get to own their data. Institutions get to own copies of whatever is submitted to them. So our first customer was Stanford University, and they said to us when they know more, until Pathbrite, they knew more about their students when they applied to the school, not once they were actually attending the university. Now they get to follow and track what students are learning and achieving once they're actually in the institution. So we have a nice array of public, private, and for-profit institutions as customers. They buy licenses on behalf of their students, and when students graduate, they get to maintain their accounts for free for life. We have increased and have a very robust community of about a little over 5 million students. And we have noticed something very interesting about our users, which is that the typical person who is engaged with Pinterest will use that, will be on Pinterest in any one session for about just under 2 minutes. but when somebody is engaging with a portfolio, they're engaging directly and intensely for almost 11 minutes. That means they're truly very engaged in telling their stories in a meaningful way. We started by going to market in the higher ed space last year, and we're now building out capabilities to go into the enterprise space. And here we have use cases where companies, including LinkedIn and Genentech and others, are wanting to use Pathbrite for internal mobility so that they can advance people within their company by looking at their portfolios, as well as for evidence-based performance evaluations. So I think that gives you a flavor for what we're doing. Please check out Pathbrite, pathbrite.com. You can open an account for free, and we'd love to see what you're doing. Thanks a lot.